What's going on, Washington Commander Nation? It's your boy Rio coming to you with a weekend edition of the Rambling with Rio YouTube channel where we ramble about the Washington Commanders. It is Sunday, May 22nd. Like I said, we don't really post on Sundays for the weekend, on the weekend in general for the most part, but we got news in quotations, you know, quote fingers, like Dr. Evil, if you want to call it that. Jarrett Bell of the USA Today. Jarrett Bell of USA Today reported yesterday, blockbuster news, that the owner, an NFL owner, told him that they are currently counting votes because apparently the jig is finally up with Daniel the Dweeb Snyder, the owner that we all love and hate. We don't love him, but there are some guys that defend him on Twitter, bless their hearts. But yeah, apparently they're actually starting the votes and they're tired of what this guy's doing here. Before I get to it though, this episode, like always, brought to you by at Washington on the Daily on Instagram and BetUS Sportsbook and Casino. Go ahead and give my guy a follow at WSH on the Daily on Instagram. My guy Ray does it big over there and always keeps you posted with the latest news on the Washington Commanders. And get your Calvin Ridley parlay on with BetUS Sportsbook and Casino. But then the Dweeb Snyder, the owners have had enough. We have drama with the Federal Trade Commission. We got the Attorney General of Virginia investigating us. We have 1,000 women with sexual misconduct practices, allegations for the team over the last 2 decades. The guy who sues fans, moves coaches' parking passes across the street from the facilities. Like, come on, man. I could go for days with the nonsense that your boy be on, man. Like, ultimately, like, the way I feel about the situation is I will believe he's on the outs when I see Adam Schefter report and tweet, Daniel Snyder has just been voted out. I believe it's going to take 24 of the 32 owners to make a majority vote to get him the fuck out of here. 24. And you realize we're dealing with the most petulant, quick to get a lawyer involved guy. You know Dan is on some, if I gotta go, others are going with me. And you know there's a lot of nasty boys in those ownership meetings in the league. Do you guys really think they're going to put themselves in jeopardy to force Daniel Snyder out? But let's live in this hypothetical world. Let's live in this fairy tale world where this fucker actually gets voted out as the owner of the team. Then what? So when would you want it to happen? Because me personally, I want him out, but I don't want him voted out in like August or September. So the whole season, the headline of the season is who's going to be the owner of the team? Who's going to be the owner of the team? Who's going to be the owner of the team? But, I mean, as long as he's out, I'm cool with it regardless. But I feel like as much as we talk about distractions here, that could be a huge distraction. But anything to get him gone, you know what I'm saying? I'm with it. But I'm of the we'll see. I don't believe any of this until I see it. Because I've heard it before, I've seen the tea leaves, and I know how this story ends, man. This shit's like a soap opera, man. They give you some drama, they build it up, they start to build, like they ain't got the RICO case built, like, you know what I'm saying? They don't got the RICO case built on Dan yet. Apparently they don't have enough evidence because they would have came for his ass by now, you know what I'm saying? They've been trying to build a case to get him out for a long time now. Like, it's finally more, everything is finally more in the air in public now, but I will believe Dan Snyder is on the outs when I firmly see 24 owners have made the vote. He's gone now. And then that leads me to who's going to own the team when the Dweeb's out of the building. I see an idea that's floated out way too much, and I don't think people put enough actual thought into it. And that's like Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk, Mr. Tesla, or Mr. Amazon Prime Dome himself. I don't know, like, bro, I don't see the league ever letting Jeff Bezos in as an owner. Like, do y'all not realize that the owners have say in this, and they're not going to vote in a guy whose billions, his power, whose reach and connections and funds outweigh the entire league. Like, bro, this dude can stroke a check for the entire NFL on a Tuesday afternoon, and it would not dent his paybook, his wallet. He could just stroke a check on a Tuesday before a golf course. Like, bro, it's not gonna be Jeff Bezos, bro. He might get the naming rights to a stadium or some shit, but man, I don't know. I don't know. Like, you know, it would be cool to see a minority ownership group put together a bid for the team, but that's moving too far. I'm not going to get too ahead of myself because I know how this shit goes, and I think they're going to keep applying pressure, but I will believe Daniel Snyder is out of here when I see his very large U-Haul being packed from his Mount Vernon home and 24 plus votes were given. I can't see a world where 24 owners put themselves at risk of being put into public scrutiny that was not even looking for them, because you know Dan's going out guns blazing, because if there's one thing Daniel Snyder knows how to do, it's sue somebody. Like, this man sues fans, this man sues employees, this man sues his friends. This is how Dan Snyder gets down. That's the one territory, that is his ball court. If there's one thing this guy knows how to do, it's get his lawyers on the way. He'll get his Saul Goodmans out here in a heartbeat, and he's taking motherfuckers down with him. But we shall see. Jared Bell of USA Today thinks, they said they're counting votes, was his quote from one of the owners in the NFL. They're counting votes. Let's see if they get to 24. Just our luck, it's going to be 23. And somebody's going to be like, nah, bro, we can't do this shit because I got a family and I don't feel like dealing with this shit. Because you know these owners, man, they're some old nasty boys, man. Old nasty boys. And I'm sure the shit that they get off at their owners meeting, like, you know what nasty boys have in common? They're not afraid talking about their nasty practices together. So I am positive that Dan Snyder is going to make this a fucking headache unless he gets some backdoor check or settlement. But he just feels like a guy who is never selling this team unless he's absolutely forced out the door. But one can pray and one can cross their fingers, regardless of the role that he plays in the hindrance he's been to our success as a franchise. I still think the team can win this year because we have a better quarterback. But today's episode is not about football. Today's episode is about the dweeb that sits on top of the organization. And if he actually does get voted out, it's going to be pandemonium, euphoria, parade, Super Bowl type vibes in the DMV. And that would probably be the closest we've seen FedEx to sold out in a very long time. But my personal preference would be for it to happen, like, for us to know it's going to happen, but, like, not actually happen till, like, at the end of the season. But shit, I'll be grateful regardless. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Let me know what y'all think. I'll be back with some more content. I got that schedule game prediction episode coming to you Tuesday night. I'll see y'all soon. Until next time, hail to the Washington Commanders. Take command. And let's cross our fingers and hope that we shall be freed sometime soon. Deuces.